Okay. Good morning, students. Today we will see one more topic in our dimension analysis. Okay. Before going to in topic, we have to know what is model and what is prototype. I think you all know what is the difference between model and prototype. Model is nothing but, for suppose, if you see in our college, we are having some different types of bridges. Like you can see Bandra Sea Link we are having. Next we are having uh, Howrah Bridge. Next, we are having our Eiffel Tower. If you see these all are models, but actual actual structure where it is there. One is at Mumbai, okay, and one is at you can say Kolkata. Okay, now here the difference between model and prototype is nothing but actual structure. What is prototype? Prototype is nothing but actual structure, and model is a small scale replica of actual structure. Here replica means copy of the structure. Here what is replica? Replica is nothing but copy of structure. If you see here, in second image we are having model, and in first image we are having prototype. Is there any difference? Means don't see dimensions and everything, see only the structure. If you see in the structure how it is there, normal in x-axis one line it is there, y-axis one line it is there, and here we are having small curve. Okay, and both are almost everything is same, only here dimensions are different. What is the difference? Only here dimensions are different. Here I have taken lp1 lp2, here I have taken lm1 lm2, here I have taken fp1 fm1 fm2 fm3 lm3 fp3. Here m is nothing but model, p is nothing but prototype, like length, force, whatever it is there. Okay, it is not necessary that model should be smaller than prototype, it may be larger than prototype also. Actually, it is not exactly that the model should be smaller, maybe it may be larger also, no problem. So here we have to know what is the difference between model and prototype. Model is nothing but copy of actual structure, prototype is nothing but actual structure or mission. Okay, now model analysis, it is actually an experimental method of finding solutions of complex flow problems. Means here why we are saying here it is generally for flow rate, if you see flow rate may vary. For suppose if you see an example in our laboratory only, we are having different types of experiments. Like you can say from first year you can say Bernoulli's equation we are having. Next losses in pipes we are having. Okay, orifice meter we are having. Okay, like this we are having different types of flows. Okay, it is nothing but here model analysis is nothing but actual. For suppose see here, there is a we are constructing a bridge. Okay, for that bridge how that flow rate will be there, everything we will make here one model in our laboratory or in our office, and then we will check whether flow rate is going correctly or not. Means just like you can say, generally if you see, if any dam construction is going on in newspaper we will see like this will be the actual structure, like graphics we can say like this. Okay, it is an actually an experimental method of finding solutions of complex flow problems. Means if I am preparing model, means what will happen, what are the benefits here is, we will notice how our flow rate is there, whether we are facing any problem in between, like that. Okay, the following are advantages of model using dimensional analysis. A relationship between variable flows variables influencing a flow problem is obtained, which help in conducting tests. Means here exact flow rate whatever it is there, we will get the relationship, like how force it is there, whether we have to change any dimensions like length, diameter. These are the performance of hydraulic structure can be predicted in advance from its model. Means actual hydraulic structure how it is there in advance we can see in then the model. The merits of alternative design can be predicted with the help of model analysis to adopt most economical and safe design. Generally, why we have to make testing? For suppose concrete is there, what we will do? Actual structure is on site, but what we will take? We will take some concrete cubes and we will check here compressive strength and everything. Why? Whether it will be our target mean strength or whatever it is there, it is reaching that point or not. We have to see that point. For this purpose, what we have to see, whether somehow it may be economical, no problem. Okay, means for suppose if you see actual means if you see actual our structure projects means what, Actually, the meaning of structural process is we have to construct for suppose you are designing a single room. Okay, you are designing a single room. Here what we have to do, single room we have to construct based on our grade of concrete and everything, and we have to collapse so that we will get exact. Now if you see, for suppose recently there is one project in Bihar, that is a pile foundation. Okay, for testing only they have almost they have done two piles. Okay, the cost of one pile is 50 lakhs. 50 lakhs plus 50 lakhs, almost one crore has made for testers. Means based on structure it may be economical. Okay, that is actual design. Okay, and safe design means whether it is safe or not we will get. That is the main advantage we can say. Tests performed on models can be utilized for obtaining in advance useful information about the performance of prototype only if a completely similarity exists between the model and prototype. Means here generally fluid mechanics we won't get that much economical. Okay, generally if you see what we will do, actual for suppose if it is a dam or if it is there any other structure. Okay, if it is a reservoir we will construct here in our laboratory and we will see flow rate whether it is correct or not. Okay, like that. It may be similarity or it may be some small changes we can make. Now similitude type of similarities. Okay, here what is similitude? It is defined as similarity between model and prototype in every respect, which mean model and prototype have similar properties, or model and prototype are completely similar. Means what he is saying here, the similarity between model and prototype is very every respect. Means in each and every point. Okay, we have to show the difference. Means what is actual model and what is prototype, which mean model and prototype have similar properties. Means almost everything should have same properties. Okay, then only we will get exact results whether it is same whether our hydraulic structure is safe or not we will get. Okay, so most of the time we have to prefer properties and everything should be same. Three types of similarities must exist between model and prototype, that is geometric similarity, kinematic similarity, dynamic similarity. Geometric means geometry length, for suppose length, breadth, height, whatever it is there. Okay, kinematic means flow rate, dynamic means including pressure. It is a similarity of shape. It is said to exist between model and prototype. It is a ratio of all corresponding linear dimensions. What is here? Linear dimensions, that is length, width or breadth, and depth is equal to LR, that is ratio of length, that is LP by LM. Here P is nothing but prototype, M is nothing but model. Width prototype, width model, depth or diameter we can take, depth prototype or diameter prototype, and diameter model, and here is actual ratio. Okay, now see here, where LP, BP and DP are length, breadth and diameter of prototype, and LM, BM, DM are model diameter, where LR is nothing but scale ratio, means how much difference we are showing, that is here. Okay, now models are generally prepared with small scale ratios in every direction. Generally we have to prepare in every, we have to show here almost the same scale ratio. Scale ratio is same, but here a scale means exact. For suppose if it is 1 kilometer, we won't make 1 kilometer here. Here 1 kilometer is equal to 1 meter we will take here. Okay, such models are called true models. Such models are called, if for suppose if you are following each and everything same as it is, then we can say it as true models. However, sometimes it is not possible to do, and so different convenient scales are used in different directions. Means in every case it is not possible. So what we will do, based on our convenient, we will change our dimensions. That's why we are finding here LR, that is nothing but scale ratio. Thus such model are called deserted model. These models are also called deserted model. Okay, now kinematic similarity, here it is the exit between model and prototype. It is the ratios of velocity and acceleration. What it is? It is the ratio of velocity and acceleration at the corresponding points. Okay, now Vp1 by Vm1, where P velocity of prototype, velocity of model is equal to velocity of prototype 2 is equal to velocity of model time, that is Vr is nothing but velocity ratio. Similarly Ap1, Ap2, acceleration prototype 1, acceleration model 1. Okay, again same, where Vp1, Vp2, Ap1, Ap2 are velocity and acceleration at point 1 and 2. 2 points we have to take, because one is starting point. At starting point how much velocity is there how much acceleration is there, and at ending point how much velocity is there, how much acceleration is there. Both points we have to take, and we have to find the ratios, whether it is acceleration ratio and velocity ratio. Since velocity and accelerations are vector quantities, what is this velocity and acceleration? Generally we will say this one as vector quantity. Hence not only the ratio of magnitude of velocity and acceleration at corresponding point model and should be same. Okay, here what is saying, not only the ratio, here everything should be same, velocity and acceleration should be same, because these are forces should be same. Okay, but the direction of velocity and corresponding points in model should also be parallel. Means whatever you are deciding, whether velocity or acceleration, parallelly it should be equal, one is, and in every direction it should be the same, then only we will get exact value. Next one is dynamic similarity. It is nothing but it is the ratio of forces. It is the ratio of forces, Fi upon Fip upon Fim, Fvp upon Fvm, Fgp upon Fgm, that is equal to Fr. Here what is Fi, what is Fv, what is Fg, that is the main point here. Here Fi, Fv, Fg are inertia force, viscous force, gravitational force. And in prototype, inertia force, velocity force, viscous force and gravitational force. Means inertia force, viscous force, gravitational force. What are these all? We will see in my next slide. Okay, where Fr is the force ratio. The direction of forces at corresponding points in model and prototype should also be parallel. Means here how direction forces, whatever it is there, for prototype it should be same, and for model it should be same. For both points the value should be same. Now types of forces. First is inertia force. It is equal to product of mass and acceleration. What is Fi? It is equal to product of mass and acceleration in the fluid flow. Next, viscous force. It is equal to product of shear stress due to viscosity and surface area of flow. Means overall area and shear stress, how much it is there. Okay. Now Fg, gravity force, that is it is equal to product of mass and acceleration due to gravity. Okay, that is Fg. Fp, it is equal to pressure intensity and cross sectional area. Next, surface tension. It is equal to surface tension and length of surface, overall length of surface, how much it is there, and surface tension. And Fe, elastic force, that is it is equal to elastic stress and area of flowing fluid. Like this, here I have given each and every point. This is not that much important. Only what is Fi, Fv, Fg, Fp, Fs, Fe we have seen here. Okay, now dimensionless number. What is dimensional number? Already we have seen dimensional numbers are the number which are obtained by dividing inertia force. For suppose see here Fi by Fi. Is there any dimension here? That is dimensionless only. Fv by Fv. Both prototype model, whether it is prototype model or units, will be same. So the ratio will have dimensional less. Okay, whether it is inertia force, viscous force, gravity force or pressure force or surface tension, whatever the force it is there, it will be dimensionless. Okay, as a ratio of one's force to other, it will be dimensional number. These are called non-dimensional parameters. What are these all? These all are non-dimensional parameters. Now the following are most important dimensional numbers, that is Reynolds number, Froudy's number, Euler's number, Weber's number, Mach number. Okay, what is this Reynolds number, Froudy's number, Euler's number, Weber's number, Mach's number? We have to see now. First one, Reynolds number. It is a ratio of inertia force to viscous force. That is nothing but Fy by Fv. What is inertia force? That is mass into acceleration of flowing fluid. What is mass? Generally mass is equal, density is equal to generally density is equal to mass upon volume. So mass is equal to density into volume. Acceleration is nothing but velocity upon time. So what, how I am taking here, density into volume upon time into velocity. Means this velocity is coming to this side and volume is going to this side. Now volume upon time means what? Volume upon time is nothing but discharge. What is that volume upon time? That is nothing but discharge. Q. What is Q? Q is equal to A into B. See here, volume per second is equal to area into velocity, that is equal to AV. Generally, if you see, this AV is nothing but discharge Q. This all we have seen from your fluid mechanics 1. Okay, then rho into AV into V is equal to rho A V square. Okay, here I have given volume per second is equal to area into velocity. Now viscous force Fv is equal to shear stress into area. What is the formula? Shear stress into area. What is the formula for shear stress? We have seen one viscosity force, that is tau is equal to mu into du by dy, and force is equal to tau into area. Generally, what is the formula for stress? Force upon area. Then what will be the force? Stress into area. Now see here, mu into shear stress value is mu into du by dy into area. Now here du is what? Du is nothing but some volume or velocity. What is du? Du is nothing but velocity. Dy is nothing but something length. That's why I am taking here mu into v by L into area. Now what is our equation? It is a ratio of inertia force to viscous force. That is, what is our Fi value? Rho A V square. And what is our Fv value? Mu into VL by A. Now if you see here, V square cancel, area cancel. This length will go to numerator. Then formula will be rho VL by mu. That is VL divided by mu upon rho. Here what is mu upon rho? Kinematic viscosity. This is not V, this is nu. This is nu. Okay, nu is equal to mu upon rho. So finally V into L divided by nu. Now in case of pipe flow, the linear dimension L is taken as diameter. Means for suppose pipe is there, here there won't be length, here will be main important point is depth, diameter, sorry, that is D. So instead of L here I am taking D. Hence Reynolds number for pipe flow Re is equal to V into L divided by nu. Okay, or rho Vd instead of L, D divided by mu. These are the formulas for Reynolds number. Now Proudest number, the square root of ratio of inertia force to gravity force. Okay, now see here, what is it? Is a ratio square root of Fi by Fg. What is Fi? Fi is nothing but inertia force, again mass into velocity upon time. Mass I am what is the formula for mass? Mass upon mass is equal to density into volume, that is rho into volume upon time into velocity divided by Fg is nothing but mass into gravitational acceleration, that is acceleration due to gravity. Okay, now rho into here what is we have taken here, what is how we have taken A into V we have taken. In the similar way here, rho into A into V into V. Why we are taking rho A? Actually we will get rho A V square. And what is mass? Again rho into volume into Z. What is volume? Area into length. What is volume? Area into length. For suppose if it is in 3-dimensional, what is our volume formula? Length into breadth into height. So here I am taking length as L. Okay, that is rho into A into L into Z. That is, if you see here, area cancel, rho cancel, remaining value will be square root of V square divided by G into L. Now square root cancel, therefore V divided by square root of ZL. Okay, now Euler's number EU, the square root of ratio of inertia force to pressure force of flowing fluid, that is Fi upon Fp. Again where Fp is nothing but intensity pressure into area, that is P into A. Where Fi just now we have find, that is rho A V square. So EU is equal to rho A square divided by P into A. Here A cancel, remaining will be square root of P by rho. Here I am taking. How I am taking? P by rho. This rho is coming into the denominator, that is a square root cancel. So therefore V divided by square root of P divided by rho. This is for my final value of Euler's number. Now one more value, that is Weber's number, that is W E. What is the ratio here? Fi upon Fs. What is Fs here? Surface tension force. What is the formula for surface tension? Surface tension per unit length into length, that is nothing but sigma into L. I think this sigma into L we have seen in our fluid mechanics 1 itself. Again same rho a v square divided by a into, sorry, sigma into L. Now what is area? Area is nothing but length into length, that is rho into L square into v square. Length L square cancel, remaining will be rho L v square divided by sigma. Sigma is nothing but surface tension here, that is v square divided by, again this rho L is coming into the denominator. Now square root cancel, what will be the final equation now? V divided by square root of sigma upon P into rho into L. What is rho? Density. Length is, L is nothing but length, V is nothing but here velocity. Okay. Now here only critical point here, it is a rho a v square. Now instead of a I am taking here as L square. Okay. Now max number, the square root of the ratio of inertia force to elastic force. What is elastic force? Now what is the elastic force formula? Elastic stress into area. Elastic stress we will take as K, and area is nothing but L square. Okay. Now again same, M is equal to rho a v square by K into L square. What is area here? L square. So rho into L square into v square divided by K into L square. L square cancel. What will be the remaining now? This rho is coming into the denominator, that is square root of v square divided by K upon rho. Now square root cancel, so therefore v divided by square root of K upon rho, where K upon rho is nothing but C. Why? Here K is nothing but stress, rho is nothing but density. So here it is I am taking a C, that is velocity of sound in the fluid. Okay. Therefore M is equal to V upon C, means this K by rho I am taking as C. Okay. So what will be the formula now? M is equal to max number, M is equal to V upon C. This is my final equation of max number. Now Model's law or similarity law. We have already learned that dynamic similarity ratio of corresponding forces acting on prototype and model type should be equal. Means whatever whether it is viscous force, gravitational force, pressure force, whatever it is there, everything should be equal, both prototype and model. That's why I am taking FV by FV prototype model, FG by FG prototype model, FP by FP prototype model, FS by FS prototype model, FE by FM FE prototype model, FI by FI, that is M. Here P is nothing but pressure. Okay. Now so FV press, viscosity, gravitational, pressure, surface tension, elasticity is equal to Fy. Okay. The dynamic similarity requires that, means here Fy I am taking as main, like you can say how we are taking in our Buckingham's method, function of dv, same formula here I am taking. Now that is d is equal to f of remaining part, same like that I am taking here. In case all forces are equal important, the above two equations cannot be satisfied for model analysis. Means in case, for suppose if all forces are equally important, it cannot be satisfied for model analysis. Okay. Means model analysis will be somehow different. Now however, the practical problems, it is seen that force is much significant compared to others. It is called predominant force or most significant force. Means in practically what will happen, one force is different to other, that is nothing but here predominant force or most significant force. Whether it may be force will be decreased or force will be increased. That's why I am taking predominant force. Thus for practical problem, only most significant force is considered. Okay. Means significant means approximate we can say. Hence models are designed on the basis of ratio of force which is dominating the phenomenon. Okay. Now finally the laws on which models are designed for dynamic similarity are called model laws or law of model. Here we are having different laws, that is Reynolds model law, Proud's model law, Euler's model law, Weber's model law, and Mach's model law. Means these are the, means now we have seen only definitions. What is Reynolds number? Sorry, what is Reynolds model? What is Proud's model? We have seen. Now we have to see one more derivation, and we have to find out the formula. Based on that, numericals will be there. We have to solve that one. So friends, this is about today's lecture. Thank you.